Saturday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or your part of the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, you're tuned in to another episode of Bowls, a 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. Tonight we're playing Farming Simulator 25. We're on the base game edition. We're on one of the 3 base game maps in Farming Simulator 25, and that's the Riverbend Springs map. And this is a continuation of my Twitch live stream series on that map. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in and checking me out. And without much further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. As always, as we get started, I have to do a little setup to kind of tell you where we're at, get you up to speed with where we're at in the series. When we last left off, we had made some major changes to our main farm. Let's hop over there real quick. Go this way. All right. We added some animal pens to our main farm. We had the cows, and we've added a chicken pen and a sheep pen. And in the sheep pen, we have goats and sheep. And the pig pen, we have a small sampling of each type of pigs that are available in the game. In our chicken coop, we have our chickens and a few roosters. In the cow barn, I think we only got one type of cow in there right now. In fact, that brings to mind something else I might want to do just to kind of be consistent with how I have my animals set up. Yeah, I think right now we just got brown Swiss cows in the cow barn, so we're going to need to get some Holstein, some Angus, some Limousine, and even throw some water buffaloes in there. The water buffalo are a new breed of cows or animals that were added to the game for 25. They weren't in previous versions of the game. Just like with the other new animals include goats. Goats are in the same category with sheep, and they're held in the same pens as sheep are, and they can coexist in the same pen. I'm not sure if we can put water buffalo in the same pen with cows, but we'll find out shortly. Once we, I forgot to close this gate, didn't I? That's not very realistic looking. So we'll go ahead and do that now. All right, so there's that. And there's our cows. And this cow pen can hold, how many cows can this pen hold total? Okay, this can hold 50 cows. All right, so let's go here. Let me get out of the cows. Oh. And that chicken coop can hold up to 700. We have 127 out of 700 chickens in this chicken coop. There's not different breeds of chicken, even though in the real world there are. But we only in the game we only have one breed of chickens, and the reason why I installed this modded chicken coop is because it can hold up to 700 chickens. And our pig pen is over here, and if we go to the dialogue for it, a pigsty can hold up to 280 pigs, and we have a sample of each of the 3 different chicken breeds that are in the game: the German Landrace, the Bentheim Black Pied, and the Berkshire. And over where our goats are located at, inside, we have the goat pen or sheep barn can hold up to 71 animals, and right now we have a sample of each of the breeds of sheep that are in the game. We have the Landrace, a Bentheim, the Steinschaft, the Swiss Black Brown Mountain, the Black Welsh Mountain, and we have the goat. And the goat is a new breed of animals that was added to the game with Farming Simulator 25. Sheep and goats use the same sheep barn facility. So just thinking out loud here, uh, once we get our money back up a little bit, we will need to grab some additional cows so that we can be consistent with our cows. In fact, what I'll probably do is um, we'll sell all our young. Well, let's see. Do we want to sell the young ones and then raise them up to maturity, or sell the old ones and keep the young ones and let the young ones grow into maturity? Because right now we got three newborns. We got I don't know what the growth stages are, but the cows have three growth stages. Okay, there it is. Got 0 to 6 months, and then 6 months to 18 months. I guess it's the different stages. But right now we got some calves that are in the 0 to 6 months stage. Three of those. Then we got three that are in the uh 6 months to 18 months stage, and I guess they're full grown at 18 months, and we got three cows that are full grown that are 60 months old. So, and we want to have them producing milk right away. So I think what we'll do is I'll just reboot the whole facility, and we'll sell everything that we got, and we'll start off with brand new with all full grown cows from each category. So that way they all reproduce at the same rate, and just build up till we get to the facility full to the max of 50. So we'll do, thinking probably, since we started out with three, we'll probably do, if let's see, 10. So we do, there's four different types of cows. So let me do some math here. I'm not a math guy, but let's see. One, two, three, four, actually five different types, counting the water buffalo. Two, three. Yeah, five different types. So, and this cow barn will hold up to 50. So we'll do half of each. So I'm thinking five of each type. All right. That's going to be kind of expensive though, isn't it? Because each of the cows is 22. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'd be 12 grand. So I'll need 1, 2, about 48,000. Then another, uh, so about 50, 60,000, and that's not counting the cost. That's including transport fees as well. So we will have to lease a transport trailer. So we'll save a little bit on those costs, but we're going to need about 50 to 60 grand at least to do what we need to do. But what I'm not calculating is the sale of our existing stock uh, into that price as well. So we have to calculate that in as well. But we'll look at that momentarily. The first thing I want to do is, right now we're kind of working contracts, so we got to get our money back up, right? Where our funds are down very low, and before we do any other major stuff, we need to start to get our bank account back in a better place, and then we'll start going shopping again. And right now, to that end, we're working contracts again to try to get our bank account built back up so that we could do some other things in game. And that's where we're at right now. I've been working contracts off camera to get kind of where we're at now, because we're almost just about zero balance. But I've been working contracts to get our balance back up a little bit. But I'm thinking about grabbing another piece of equipment that will help us out with our contracts, and that's a sprayer, so that we can work a lot of those fertilizing contracts, and that will help us out quite a bit. But I want to get a liquid sprayer, so that way we can work through a lot of those spraying contracts quickly. And I can also utilize one of the mods we have installed here. We go here to our mods and DLCs. That'll allow us to use one of these great mods that I have installed here. Where is it at? This plant uh, protection products pack. Because what we can do is we can create our own liquid fertilizer, and I don't know if that does herbicide as well, but we can create our own liquid fertilizer for sure. And all we need to do is buy uh, these some of these concentrated mixes here, these bottles of concentrated mix, and we add water, and we can produce our own liquid fertilizer. And I think this also does herbicide, or is it just fertilizer? Oh, we got one for fertilizer, one for herbicide. So So this is a cheaper way for us to make our own water and herbicide. And do we use? I thought there was a tank that came with it too. I don't see. Where's the tank at? Okay, I gotta remember how to use the pack though. Or do we just use the bottle? All right, I gotta refresh my memory on how to use this pack. Let's see here. And this plant protection pack, let me give the modder their proper credit. That's by JMZ. And everything that I use in my series is stuff that can be found in the mod hub, but that's probably kind of obvious as well because I'm playing on console and not on PC, so I don't have access to any mods outside of what's available in mod hub. So if you ever have any questions about what I'm using, you can hit me up in the chat or send me a message or whatever the case may be, and I'll be happy to let you know what mod I'm using if you have any questions about that or any other questions about anything that I'm doing in the game or so on and so forth. But in all cases, I'm going to be using any mods that I have installed are going to be mods that are available in the in-game mod hub. You just have to if you don't see a particular mod, that probably means you don't have that mod installed in your game. Uh, since the game is still really new, it's only been out roughly just a hair over 2 months now. There are not a lot of mods out yet, but they are coming. Trust me, I've been doing Farming Simulator long enough. It might seem pretty sparse right now, especially for some guys who've been playing the game for a while and they're used to all the stuff that they had in 22 or 19 or even in 17. But a lot of those mod makers are still around, and they're working on stuff for 25. But it just takes a little bit of a while for everything to kind of kick in and everybody to get to producing for the new version of the game. Because we had the same issue in Farming Simulator 22 because it released around the holiday season as well. Giants normally goes on their holiday break in December, and they take a 3-week break, and then when they get back into the office, they still kind of take their time about getting back into the normal cycle of things. It's still probably another week or two before they get back into their normal cycle. Because when Farming Simulator 22 released, even though they were back in the office in January, it still wasn't until that following February before they really started releasing stuff at a more rapid pace in the game, including game updates, and definitely as far as mods are concerned. All right. So that's kind of where we're at now, even though they've released a lot more for Farming Simulator 25 than they did for Farming Simulator 22 at this time in its life cycle. So I think that does bode well for as far as 25 is concerned, at least for as what we might have coming to us as players of the game in the future. And if you've been keeping up with the community, you follow Giants online, their social media. Uh, they have a Discord as well. Uh, and they have been releasing a list that at least gives us an idea of how many mods they have in testing. They don't tell us what's in testing, but they do releases a regular update to their website to let us know the number of mods that they have in testing and what is the expected duration for those mods, how long those mods take to test and testing, and so on and so forth. And that list is published to their website. All right, but all that being said, we've worked a few contracts here, uh, and I wanted to go to the shop real quick. And I was looking at the prices on some fertilizer sprayers. This is what I have available right now. I don't know if I have everything installed that was out there in Mod Hub or not. So, but this is what I do have installed right now in the game. Um, and as you can see, our bank balance right now is sitting at $123,977. So we don't have a ton of cash, so I can't spend like crazy. Um, I was looking at these sprayers here, but they're all only work with a particular tractor. They're cheap attachments for said tractor, but I would have to buy that tractor. And that's this, we go to combinations. Where is it at? This is the tractor that we'd have to get, the 380 GTA Turbo, and then we could use those attachments along with it. But I already have a couple of small tractors, so I don't know if that makes that much sense because you have to invest in that tractor, even though the tractor is only 37 grand. Then you have to spend another 4,000 for the sprayer here, and then you need these other accessories as well to kind of increase the capacity of the sprayer. Or I can get this piece here that holds 2,200 liters spray. But this sprayer here holds 1,200 liters of spray. It has a add-on tank that goes with it that holds 1,500 liters. So that's a total of what? That's almost 3,000 liters total. Or if I got this kit, this holds 2,200 plus these additional tanks. That's 1,450, and that one's 1,450 as well. But see, I don't know. Front tank Xylon, front tank ZDA. All right, GTA. Okay, so that goes with that one. GTA Turbo. What does that one go with? The Xylon. Okay, gotcha. And the Xylon's 57,000. So that's a different price point altogether. Okay, but if we look at this 37,000 piece here, so you're talking 37 plus the 4,000, then the front tank. Um, 200. This works with. Wait a minute, this one works with which one now? All right, went back. Jacoby. That's 14,500. All right, Tech, JB. See, I don't know which one of the two tractors this one works with because this has, and I don't want to spend money and then be stuck with the wrong setup that this doesn't work with. I want to make sure that I understand which uh, one of those tractors this works with. Customize. It's not showing me here. And that's 14,500. But I still have to get the tractor. Then that's additional 14,500. I think there's too many unknowns there. Even though this could potentially hold way more because that holds 2,200 by itself. These two things together only give me a capacity of 3,000 liters. Right now, we'll work our way towards the larger equipment. So let's just do this. That's 3,500. That's right. So that'll be 35, and that'll be all I need for right now. We're gonna buy this because we'll make this back hopefully fairly quickly working contracts. And then we'll go here to the plant protection pack and we'll get we need one of each for right now. That and then that. And let's go to our tractor. Not that one, no. Go to the other unassigned tractor. We're gonna have to make 2 trips probably because I can't carry the plant protection products and have the sprayer attached. So we'll be making 2 trips. So first trip, let's go pick up the plant protection products pack. Actually go this way. And we'll probably be making multiple trips back and forth for this stuff. This is my first time really using these mods, so I don't want to buy too much until I have a good feel for how this stuff works. This is my first time really using it. I haven't even tested it off camera, so as we're doing this right now, this is all happening live. So we're going to kind of learn how this stuff works together. It should save us a lot of money as far as working fertilizing contracts, and that way we can use I can use my own equipment for those contracts and make a lot more profit off of those. That'll help me to get this farm back in the green and make a little money in the process until we get the farm fully operational, get some production chains purchasing going, and start making money. Right now we're still on the low end of that scale. Let's there. Uh-oh. Oops. There we go, little canister. Sorry about that. You know, it's that whole thing with the collisions in the game and whatnot. And hopefully the straps will hold this stuff down once we put it on there. So let's order, I'll grab a couple of more of those before we get up out of here, since we had to make this whole long behind trip just for this stuff. So let's do what's the difference between the 2 packs? Oh, that's 10 liters. They're both the same. So what's the difference? Oh, there. Oh, duh. One's every side. Well, so we got a big weed. I got a big canister for weed and a big canister for fertilizer, so I didn't have to buy a small one. So, with that in mind, let's Go ahead and do this then. Because I don't know which two I have right now. This one says that's 50 liters. We pick it up. What does it say? It says herbicide. Okay, so that one's herbicide. So we got a big herbicide one, and we got a small canister of what? Herbicide as well. So we have the two herbicide ones. We have one big and one small. So we need the two fertilizer ones. So let's go back. And these are the two fertilizer ones. So we could have just bought a big canister and been done with it. All right, so we'll back one of these, and that's the fertilizer. Okay. And this is a small one of the fertilizer. We'll buy that just to be consistent. All right, so this is liquid fertilizer. So we'll grab that, place that on this side. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because that one says grow. Okay, grow more. That there, and do. Where's our little? We did. I thought we did buy a small canister. There it is. The fertilizer. This just says liquid fertilizer as well. And there we go. Got that on there. And we should be able to do our straps. And let's see, will this stay on there, or will it go sliding off? And it goes sliding off. Brilliant. All right. That's good to know. So if we place it in the path of the strap, will that make a difference? So let's try this and this. Placing them thusly as so, and doing the same on the other side with these two. Although it shows a strap right there, so if we just put this here, make sure it's in the path of the strap, and put this here, and make sure it's in the path of the other strap, will that hold these items down? Let's find out. And the same for this other one. So we start moving again. Okay, that seems to work. Alright, so off to the main farm. And we'll be back for the sprayer kit. And then we'll try our hand at a couple of contracts. Let's see how this stuff all works out. Now the other thing that's a part of the plant protection pack is there's a water hose that's part of the pack, and I don't know if these products only work with that particular hose, so just to be safe, I'm going to place that hose on our farm as well. So let's go ahead and do that now. We got to go in the build menu. I have to find that particular hose. Constructables, I think is it on the container? Where is it at? No, it's not on the container. Is it under, where's it at? Tools. There we go. It's on the tools, I think. However, no, it's not under 2 weeks. It's under farmhouses. All right, then it must be 3 selling points, greenhouses, generators. All right, where's that hose at? Wherever the water points are, would be the same thing. This would be in that same category as the water points and whatnot. Greenhouses, location, generators, the other generator. Factories. All right, is it under factories? Where's the water distributor? All right, I gotta refresh my brain as to where this hose is at. Fences, lights, others, some of the others. Where's that thing at? Racial, other. We got so much. We still don't have a ton of mods on here, but we got enough installed now where finding where certain things are at that are hidden under particular menus can still be a bit challenging at times. It wouldn't be on the sheds, wouldn't be on the silos, wouldn't be on the silo extension. Constructables, no. Chainer. I think it would be under chainer. Where's that? What is that? There it is. Yeah, so because I think this is the only hose that could be used with that particular pack. I don't know if we could use any water hose with that pack. I think it has to be a specific one. So let me find a good spot for it. See if we can put it. And a good little spot on the farm. That would kind of make sense. Right outside the house. I put it right outside the house, right in front of Grandpa Walter there. Yep. But now we'll probably rethink that later on, but that's good now because we can't delete the house. So, and we kind of drive through with most of our different pieces of equipment without too much trouble through that area. All right, so remember that's under container, along with a few other water dispensing devices here, and we're gonna grab a few of those too and probably get rid of these free water tanks and go with one of these different water dispensing devices here as well. We got a fire hydrant, we got a well, and we have a garden pump. These are all by Omatana. There's a modder on these. She's an excellent mod creator for the game. She does a ton of great stuff, and we're probably going to be using a lot of her mods throughout this series as well. So just definitely look out for that. But we haven't, like I talked about, we are going to do a full remodel and rethinking of the farm. But I can't do that right now. We don't have enough money in the bank, but that's going to be the next stage in this process once we get enough money again and I'm able to get back to that point to do so. All right, so we got our water, not our water, but our fertilizer and herbicide mixing equipment. So now we just need to go back to the shop and pick up that spray. All right, so we're back to the shop. And let's pick up our other purchased equipment. So we have our sprayer and the additional tank for the sprayer. And we got a Hardy sprayer. We got the Hardy Mega 1200L tank. And we got the Hardy Mega 1200L. And we've had this big pallet of liquid fertilizer sitting out here outside the shop for a while, but now we can go ahead and load that up and put that to use. And we had this in place for working contracts, but I didn't have the equipment to use it. And now we do. So we should be able to get that all loaded up and we can go work some contracts. So that before we go back to the farm, let's go look at our contracts to see what we got as far as spraying is concerned, or fertilizing in this case. And we can accept all of these. We're going to start with 29. We accept that. And we'll knock all of these out real quick. Fertilizing, accept. And then the big one is 1661, accept. And we don't have any spraying contracts, do we? Yeah, we do. I should have took that first because that's even better. Those are even better, especially that one that's $2,579. And then we got one for $948. We'll come back to those as soon as we work these other three. So let's go to our map view here. Wait, let's see which ones are closest to us. Looks like the one on 29, maybe. 55 is over this way. Actually, 55 is closer right now. So let's do that one first. I was going to do the AI driving, but we'll do this manually. Get there faster. All right, 55. Make sure I'm going the right direction. So we're headed to 55 to do a little spraying. Traffic does not stop. This way, right? There we go. All right, there's the traffic zipping on by us. All right, 55 is straight ahead. So we can unfold our sprayer. Right now we got 2,000 liters in here. And we're gonna do this manually as well because it's much faster that way. Turn on sprayer. The only issue I'm gonna run into is because this field has already started to grow, I can't really see very well what I've worked versus what I haven't worked. That's the only reason that using a worker would be advantageous, but this is a small field, so we might be able to work it out without having to hire a worker to finish this field and be able to see what we have worked and what we don't have worked. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I think I'm back on. All right. All right, I'm still having some growing pains with new equipment there. Apparently the
battery is dead in my microphone and headset, so I had to go back to my old microphone and headset. And while that one's charging, that was an issue I didn't have with the wired set, but with the wireless, I'm experiencing some new issues here and there while I try to get that all figured out, and it's all a learning process. Alright, but I got it right here. Is there a way I can see what I've sprayed versus what I haven't sprayed? Because I can't see it in the filters. Alright, so I'm just going to have to activate an AI worker momentarily here because I don't know what's what. I can't see, but they can. There's nothing, there's no darker color on the field. There's no other visual indicator that I can see to show me what I've sprayed versus what I haven't sprayed. See, there's no, the crop's not darker, you know, in the unsprayed section versus the sprayed section. Visually, I don't see anything that tells me anything different as to what's done and what's not done. That's different from 22. At 22, you can, it was hard to see at times depending on the crop growth state, but you could see it. But I can't visually tell the difference here between what I sprayed and what I haven't sprayed. You could also, in 22, you could also see it on the filter screen, but I don't see it here in 25. So that's a change that's different that I'm not that happy about. So it almost forces you to use workers for spraying jobs if the field has reached a certain growth state. Don't like that. Because the workers are very inefficient in how they work. They're useful, they have their uses, but they also cost you a little bit more because they waste a lot of time making turns and doing things that they don't have to do that causes them, because that makes it take longer for them to do very simple jobs. Put it that way. Alright, so is that one done? Yeah, okay. So that one's done. We can go to 29 and 34. So let's dismiss the worker, fold up. So next we want to go to 34. There's 34 and 29 in relation to where we're at now. We'll hit 34 first. If we just go up the hill here. And I don't play it this way often, but we'll do the cab view for right now. Gotta turn my beacons on for the traffic. Man, this tractor's dirty. You can barely see out of the window. Alright, where are we at? Still want to go straight. And look at her. Didn't stop at all. It was about to ram me. Alright, so I'm going to keep going up the hill a little bit. And looking for field 34. Should be straight ahead. And unfold. And once the sprayer is unfolded, we can do turn on sprayer. Again, this is another one of those deals because we're working at night. It's hard to be able to see what we've done versus what we haven't done. Alright, but thankfully this is a small field, so we got that one wrapped up. In a matter of a few seconds, complete. Next up, number 29. Where's 29? Okay. This way, if I'm looking at it right. And then we'll take a right. If I'm reading my map correctly. Yeah. For the guys who say that Farming Simulator 25 looks like a reskin Farming Simulator 22, you're not paying attention. This is a good looking game, and I think I kind of touched on this before when we were talking last episode. You're kind of reaching a point with the game graphics where there's so many improvements you can do, and you start reaching that point where you're hitting the law of diminishing returns. With that being said, the graphics in the game are still improved over what they were in 22. You know, when you're playing at night, you can really see it as well, like the reflections of the light off the equipment, the shadows, see the shine of the light on different parts of the tractor and on different parts of the equipment, and that stuff certainly wasn't in 22. It's just really little subtle changes, but they're noticeable enough if you're paying attention. Alright, that's what we got. This is another small field, so this one should be kind of quick. Probably get it knocked out in this second pass here. Again, one of the things I don't like is it doesn't show you on the filters for unknown fields your progress in your spraying or just your progress in your spraying in general, whether you're fertilizing or putting down herbicide. That's not cool at all. And yeah, this should do it. After I finish, it's a wrap. So we can go ahead and collect on that contract. And that puts us back up to 90 grand. We still got a long way to go before we're back into being financially solvent, but that's a decent start. So we go back to our contracts and see if we had anything else interesting pop up. We got a cultivating $3,000 cultivating contract. We'll go ahead and take that. I'll let the AI worker handle that one all the way through and through. And I won't go ahead and make as much money as I could if I did that one itself, but still we'll make a decent amount on it. If I let the AI run it, I could make a little bit more if I did the whole thing myself, but it all works out in a wash overall. So we just have the AI on that. Here we got it started. Let's go ahead and send him on his way. That's on field 83, which is right, actually very close to where he's currently at. That's not a bad thing at all. So meanwhile, we will use AI to send this tractor back to the main farm. Let's have him come in here. Oh, he doesn't like that, huh? Alright. Let's see, can I get him to pathfind? The pathfinding can be a bit temperamental sometimes. Let's see if we can do. Do you like that one? Okay, yeah. Alright. And let's go back to the contract screen, see what else we got out there that might be interesting. Those hoeing contracts, no. Stone picking, that's 10 grand. That's a big one. Alright, we got to take that. We're going to do borrow items, but we're going to use our own farmer equipment to assist in that contract. So, alright, our is on site. Cultivating guys on site. Like I said, we're going to hire a worker for this one and then just leave him be. And we got a stone picking contract. Normally these can take a huge amount of time, but we're going to use equipment from our own farm to assist in getting this done a little faster than it normally takes. So we're going to set destination to where's that contract at? 38. Set destination to 38. Where's 38? Where are you? 38. Alright, 38's over here. And while he's waiting to get that figured out, let's turn you on. Okay, go ahead and dump the rest of the pig feed in there. Oh, so we'll just leave that there. We probably did put these buildings a little bit too close, but it all work out. Navigating will be a little bit more tricky when we got a lot more pallets popping out of the sheep barn here. But we'll work that out when the time comes. So we'll send you to the shop to pick up that trailer. Set destination. And he'll assist on the stone picking contract. All right, what else we got on the board while we're waiting on them two to get that everything sorted out? That's pretty much it. Once our tractor gets back to the main farm, we're gonna unload the liquid fertilizer and we're gonna load herbicide into our sprayer, and we'll take on these two spraying contracts here. And that gives us a little bit extra money there as well. Then we'll be done with everything that we're going to do today as far as contracts are concerned, or at least that's what it looks like right now. We make a little bit more money. I'm trying to stay away from doing loans right now because as I indicated at the start of the series, we want to try to do everything we can on the farm without doing loans. That's one of the rules or objectives of this series is we're going to build up the farm, but we're going to do it the organic way and not doing bank loans. And I know that makes for a more grindy type of series, as we spend a lot more time grinding through contracts until we get our farm established, but I just think that's the way I want to go. But now that we got our sawmill operational, that grinding is soon going to pick up pace a little bit, because we got our first production chain going, if you will, and that's our sawmill. So we won't be grinding for that long. For that much longer, I should say. And that's the in-cab view for our worker as he heads over to the location for the stone picking contract. And again, you can see all the controls, the tractor, all the tractor's interiors, all the monitors and everything. And the monitors are getting updated real time, and we're on site. So let's rock and roll. And again, for this part of the contract, we're going to hire a worker as well. And let's see, where's our other guy? He's made his way to the shop, so we can pick up that trailer. We're going to send him over to the site of where the stone picking contract is at as well. And he's gonna, when the stone picker is full, he's gonna haul off the full loads to the selling point for the stones. Blocked by object. Oh, this guy. Alright, we got somebody saying no fuel found. What's going on here? Alright, I don't know what that message is from. Alright, lights on. Doing a lot of night work here. Alright, so we'll just bring you over here out of the way. Hopefully unload. We unloaded everything. It's just saying we have 800 liquid fertilizer. On the other side. There we go. Unload. So that's all of our liquid fertilizer. Now I want to go over here to the side that had the herbicide, and I think that was these, right? This is their herbicide. We'll start with a small container, and we'll go here. And let's bring this out a little bit so that we don't run into any problems here loading. Make sure it picks up the herbicide and not the liquid fertilizer. Now, where's my canister? I think I'm doing this right. We're about to find out all the way. So bring that here. Drop object. Alright, and once we get close to it, yeah, refill sprayer. And that's herbicide. Good. Now we just go over to where the hose is at. And then we should be able to fill up the rest. Alright, and shoots on the foot also allows us to do the same with additional tank. Yeah. So now we're all full. And we can take on those spraying contracts as well. And are they on the board? Do we have enough space on our contract screen to take those on right now? Yep. Let's start with the small one and then work our way into the larger one, because the small one only take a few minutes. Alright, so 30 farmland 66. Set destination to 66. Where is 66? Alright, so send you over there. That way. Alright. While he's trying to figure out that path, we just want to make sure he's on his way before it doesn't run into any issues trying to make his way there towards that direction. He's already checked out. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, let's give him a better opportunity for success. So your destination is 66. Yeah, right. They don't like pointing to side roads, so they're so sensitive. All right, so let's try this again, shall we? Set destination. And can you park it here, homeboy? So you do that. Alright. Cultivating guy is 50% complete. Stone picking guy is 13% complete. But the stone picker is about 46% full. So what else we got going on here? We got a guy driving to another car. Oh, he's arrived. kind of park him off to the side so he's not blocking contract traffic, and also not in the way of our AI stone picker driver, because they do some wild stuff sometimes when they're turning around. So hopefully he won't be in the way there. The AI drivers are so predictable, I can't speak to whether or not he's out of the way or not, because they do some random-ish stuff when turning or getting the vehicles turned around. But I think he's okay, but we'll see. And as you can see, these AI drivers don't drive very fast, so he's getting there slowly but surely. Contract, he's only 55% complete. No, he chose to do the inside of the field first instead of doing the outside of the field. That's interesting. Alright, so we got a max of 3 contracts going right now, so there's not much I can do until we get those finished. So I might as well turn him off until he's ready to roll. This guy's taking his sweet old time getting to field 66. So we might as well just hang out in cab and kind of look around again. Showing off the detailed interior of the cab. It's pretty neat. All your controls are there, all your interior decorations, pedals, steering wheel, your gauge, even though that's not reading what his actual speed is. They still are graphically represented, which is still cool. Think about it. Unless that readout is in kilometers per hour, then it might actually be accurate. Because that's showing 13 miles per hour. I think the gauge is reading kilometers per hour. It literally says it on the gauge, I guess. So it is probably accurate, actually. Yeah, because I think miles per hour is on the right side and kilometers per hour is on the left side, so it's about right then. Huh. That's cool as well. So the gauges work, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And you see the old trusty Jose 831 license plate on the rear of the tractor and on the sprayer. And we have achieved our destination, so I'm going to take over here manually for a moment just to show you how fast he could drive. And you see, get all the way up in the 20s, but let's unfold that sprayer. Get to cracking. And again, since this is such a small field, I'm not going to waste paying a AI worker to work this field. Let me see. I got all my lights on. We're gonna go here and let's see where we're at. Sprayer. And at least with the herbicide contracts, I can kind of see the weeds, so it's a little easier for me to figure out where I'm going. And I can definitely see the dead weeds as we pass over them, so I kind of have a better idea of being able to tell where I'm at and what I've done as far as the spraying contracts for herbicide goes, as there's a visual representation of what I've done versus what I haven't done. Fertilizing, for whatever reason, does not always work the same way. Alright, there we go. Spray. This one is done. No, you only use 10% of our material there, so let's go ahead and cash that one out. Collect. And go back to our contract screen. And we got this big one on 52, and we want to do accept contract. And make our way over to 52. We'll matriculate over the field 52, as we would say in the military. Yeah, let's see, set destination 52. Where you at, homeboy? Where you at? Do you see what I see? Where is 52? Okay, and we are, where are we in relation to 52? Oh, that's a beautiful thing. It's literally right up the road. How did I miss that? Alright, so we're acquiring target. And of course, I called it. I didn't even know that was going on. He's been probably been sitting there the whole time. AI has to drive around all over the freaking field just to make a turn. Like you can't make this stuff up, bud. You can't. That's wild. That is really wild. And here I am thinking I'm out of the way. All right, we're on site for field 52. All right, so let's get everything lit up and unfold our sprayer. And this is another one I ought to be able to do manually. Let's see. I'm gonna give it my best shot. Turn the sprayer on. A little harder to see the weeds on this field, so we'll see. But I can see the darker colored dead weeds behind me, so that helps out immensely as being able to tell what I've done versus what I haven't done. So spraying herbicide, those contracts are a bit easier to work with based on that idea alone. Fertilizing contracts are going to be a bit more challenging if you have growth of the crop, because it's a lot harder to see where you spray versus where you haven't sprayed it, or at least as it's visually represented. Yeah, because I'm doing this manually, it's just going to take a little time to get through it. But you guys that have been riding with me long enough kind of know the drill, anyways, because this is how it goes. We're doing this real time. There are no jump cuts or stuff like that. This is all real time stuff here. And that's why sometimes when I can, I try to do a lot of stuff like this and have it knocked out off camera. But I was not able to do as much between episodes this week. Plus, I also kind of held off on jumping ahead too much because I wanted to show you guys me, picking up the sprayer and working through a few spraying contracts early. Now, between this episode and the next episode of the series, I may end up doing a lot of stuff off camera just to see where we're at, where we can work our way up to, because we right now just need to get this budget back up again, so that we could finish updating the farm, number one. And I also want to bring that idea that I was talking about earlier about the cows into fruition. In fact, what may happen between now and the next episode of this series, I may go ahead and do the cows off camera. We shall see. Whether we get lucky, we might get enough money to do something with the cows tonight. We shall see. Okay. Stone picking contract is 23% done. And spraying contract will be done here in a few seconds. We're at 99%. And that's it. So we'll fold it up. And then send our sprayer back to our main farm. And we'll babysit the stone picker until that contract is complete. And then we'll be done with everything we're going to do today, I believe. Set destination. Set you there on that route. And hopefully you won't run into any issues along the way. Go to our contract screen. Let's collect our 2 contracts. Let's go to new stuff and let's see what we got on board. We got another nice little fertilizer contract. We'll definitely go ahead and we got 2 contracts that popped up that we got to jump on. So let's accept that one and fertilizing, accept that one. So first of all, how does this guy keep Alright, bruh. Alright, this is insane. No matter where I park, he finds a way to run into it. He makes no... Let me just park across the flipping street. Jesus. That's madness, brother. That is complete and utter madness. Alright. Because it was operating going left to right, but because he got stuck, he decided to change his working directions. So he still find a way to run into me yet again. That's insane. Alright, not you, you, Council. You need to go here to the spring on farmland 10, so I need to send you set destination 10, and I don't know what the entry point for 10 is, so we'll just tell them to go to, oh, that's right by our main farm, isn't it? Yeah, we'll tell him to go here, and we'll get that figured out. How is that unreachable, man? Because I'm on a bridge. You don't know the pathfinder from a bridge. Alright. Forget it. I'll drive myself. Jeez. It's a straight drive, but the path is unreachable. Gotta love AI. That's not an overly complicated path. Prayer. on. Let's go. And this one should go quick as well. I'm going to do this one manually as well. Maximize our profits by doing as many of these manually as I can. Because in case you haven't figured it out as of yet, workers are smarter than they were in 22, but they're still rather stupid. And Stone Picker has a full tank. I'm going to let him sit idle for right now. I know that's costing me as well, but I want to finish this spraying contract real quick and then send this tractor to our main farm so they can unload and get fertilizer loaded, and then I'll jump back on our Stone Picker guy. So that way we'll be able to multitask a little bit more efficiently. Again, I know the clock is ticking while he's sitting there waiting on me to give him another command, but that's cool. He won't be sitting there much longer. Alright, here we go. Should be just about to wrap this one up too. There we go. Actually, send him to the main farm. I can drive there myself. Save a lot of time. Alright, here we are, back on main farm site, and we found a good spot to drop off or unload our herbicide, so we'll do here for now. Oh, we Okay, why won't it let me unload? There we go. Alright. Yeah. And now we can pick up this fertilizer. Fertilizer. Might as well fill up to the max. So let's go. See, fill up from that hose. fertilizer. Same for the back. There we go. All right. Let's collect that contract and send our guy, fertilizing guy, over to farmland 12. No. Set destination 12 is near yet far. And you find that one, homie. Alright, now let's deal with this idiot. Oops. You know, I love to say if I park in here down below in the areas he's already worked, he won't turn around and find a way to find me over here. We shall see. He's found me every other time. It's insane. Time 9:41. All right, we're getting close. I really hope we could have got a lot more accomplished tonight, even though we have done a lot in tonight's episode. Kind of got delayed a little bit by some of the technical issues with the headset, but we still got a lot knocked out in spite of that. And you live and learn, guys. You live and learn. I just got to figure out what the deal is with that headset. And I see one issue in it already, even though it's a beautiful, great product. It is, at least as far as console support is concerned. I don't know if we have a visual indicator of battery levels. That would be useful. Like all kinds of little audio indicator, because it was like beeping in my ear doing this little, I guess that's the low battery warning. It does like this little double beep. But if that's the only thing you got, that doesn't help you that much if you're, on a live or doing something like that where you still need your mic. If you have downtime until it gets charged back up, that's not a good way to do things. because I wonder how much battery life do you have once it starts giving you that low battery indicator. How much time do you have before you have to put it on the charger? So I gotta read the owner's manual of the documentation that came with that. Mike was very sparse, as is the documentation with most products these days, especially when it comes to certain electronic devices. All right, this is one we're gonna do manually as well. All right, turn on sprayer. Lights on. And can we see this one? We're working at night, so doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna have to try to wing it, and hopefully we can get it figured out. However, I can't. We might have to hire a AI worker to finish the contract, but we'll at least get it started manually. Alright, there you go. I am already starting to be lost because I don't know how far, what I'm looking like as far as the interior of the field. We got the headland covered around the field, for sure. I can't see otherwise. So, turn this way, and then nothing. Alright, AI worker it is. Yeah. And again, looking at the filters, active workers, growth, soil composition. Oh, this one actually shows it. Huh. That's curious. Wonder why the other field didn't show it. I don't see it on the heads-up display. In 22, it also showed your progress on the heads-up display to kind of help you with the contracts as well, so you can see it real time. I wonder why they turned that off in 25. Again, changes. Some changes make sense, others do not. Let's check our stone picker. He's about 53% full. What are we looking like on time tonight? 7. Getting close. So we'll finish these two before the end of tonight's episode and be able to roll into another day. Let's hope so, but it's gonna be cutting it close. Opportunity, we'll screenshot here, I think. Yeah. Where we at on the spring, hotspots, farmland, create job, growth, soil composition. One little spot there, and that should wrap it up. I know he seems like he's driving all around it. Where is he going? Is he going to turn or something? Or is he spraying? No, bud. Nah. Is he going to turn and cover the right area? He's doing a whole lot just to cover that little spot there. Alright, now. I'll do that manually because I don't know where he's going. He's just driving around on the field and not doing anything. Costing me money. Really? We're gonna fold up our sprayer. That contract is complete. Send this guy back to the main farm. Let's see if he can handle that. I'll send you here. Stone picker is up to 84%. Let's look at our contract screen. Let's collect on our fertilizing contract on 12. And that pretty much covers everything for today. It's 1 in the morning, so we're going to have to definitely shut things down here once we finish the stone picking contract. Like I said, I was hoping we'd get that knocked out before we have to knock off tonight, but we're into the final 10 minutes of tonight's live stream, so it doesn't look like we're going to make it. Central Cafe, huh? I probably should have took a screenshot of this while it was working, but that was on me. Alright, 95. He's almost full. Yeah, dude, we're not going to finish this before the end of tonight's episode. In fact, this is probably still another 15, 20 minutes here of him driving around on this field. So get this finished up off camera. Why did I turn the engine off? We'll go ahead and advance today. Again, some of the stuff I talked about that I was going to do, I may end up doing that off camera because I want to make sure we have an episode that moves a little faster when we come back in on Wednesday, and not have a whole episode just working around working contracts again. We've done enough of that already in the series. Alright, so I think we'll do that. I wanted to show us doing the purchase of the cows and everything like that, but I may end up having to do that off camera just so that things move along a little more quickly, but we'll see how that stuff plays out as I continue to work some of this stuff off camera, see where we're at financially, and we'll go from there. But as we're hitting that point now, let me go ahead and start my wrap up. And again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and checking me out. Thank you for your time, and it is appreciated. I'm Bose831 Gaming on most of your social media platforms. X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth, Facebook. Given some of the current politics going on in my country and everything, and we got a new president coming in and some of that wonderful stuff, don't know where things are heading per se, but I'm saying all that to say that I'll probably be adding some other social media platforms to my repertoire and posting content on there as well. Definitely will be adding a Blue Sky account. I think I've talked about before, I'm also a owner and investor in an app called Fanbase. I would put more content there and be more active on that platform as well, were it not that it's more of a phone-based app than a PC-based app, and it's for me to put my content from this series on that particular what do I want to say, platform. It would take more time and effort than I want to invest in, because I would have to upload my videos to my phone and all that kind of crazy stuff, and I'm not doing all that. So I gotta wait for a fan base to get a more robust PC app, and then I'll start putting more of my content on there as well. But until that happens, I probably won't do much on fan base. But that is out there as well. But I'll definitely probably add Blue Sky here over the next couple of days, so I'll be on there as well. Other than that, episodes of my Twitch live stream series are also uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. And wherever platform you're running across my content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you love, or let me know what you don't. The only way I can get better is with your feedback, and that helps me to better provide the content that you want to see. So I want to hear from you. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what you like, what you don't like. That's how we do it. We do this together. And I've enjoyed being on here tonight. Keeping it kind of low key, but we did a lot of things. There's a lot of other things I wanted to do that we didn't get into, but it's all gravy. Let's unload our liquid fertilizer. There we go. ready for the next set of contracts when they come available. I'll probably come through and move these pallets and stuff around later, but let's go ahead and park our equipment in spots here. We'll park our additional tank here and our sprayer right beside it, so those items will be ready and available when we need them again. Probably stand to do some maintenance on my equipment as well, but we'll save that for another time. Got plenty of use out of it, that's for sure. I wasn't even paying attention to that earlier. Tractor needs a little bit of maintenance as well. But again, our money's low, so I don't want to do much to damage that right now, so we'll hold off on maintenance just momentarily. Alright, so let's hop into our stone picking guy. He's 41%, so he's not making a lot of progress. But that's all we got on the table right now. So just waiting on him to finish, and this is probably where we're gonna wrap it up tonight. Sawmill is gradually turning our wood into planks, long planks, and wood beam. We don't have any pallets created yet, but we will at some point, and we'll cover that when we get there. But everything is being stored at the moment. We will be taking those pallets to one of our sale points, probably to the toy manufacturer, and kind of getting paid for our deliveries there, and we'll probably take it from there. But that's all we got done tonight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, checking me out again. You've been tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Springs, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.